Manufacturing remains the sixth largest employer in Massachusetts, with that 250,000 employees. Bigger than finance and insurance, bigger than private educational services, state government, wholesale trade, construction. So it's still a major employer that people forget about. Indeed, one of the most exciting things we found, and this is from Department of Labor Statistics, ES-202s, in 2011 we had the first net increase. 2011, last year, we had this first net increase in number of manufacturing employers since the 1970s. Since the 1970s. The other thing that's really important about manufacturing is, when we often talk about manufacturing, we focus on, what is Massachusetts good at? The nanotechs, the biotechs, the super advanced output. Well, we have super advanced inputs in all of our industries, but the real important thing is it's very broad-based, which is very good, particularly if you come from Detroit, where you only have one industry. Here we have everything from navigation, measuring, medical, and control instruments from our, our Raytheons and so forth, through our EMCs, but we even have bakeries and tortillas, which have over 9,000 employees. The other amazing fact was that if you don't think about employment, but you think about output, output had also been falling as a share of GSP, gross state product, for about 30 or 40 years, right? Since the kind of mini computer boom of the 60s. But in 2010 and 2011, manufacturing was leading the recovery in Massachusetts. We actually saw an increase in the share of GSP in manufacturing. What we also know is what has kept the manufacturing sector here alive and growing is an incredible rate of productivity improvement. In fact, we estimate that from 2007 to 2011, the average growth in GSP per worker in manufacturing was 8.7% in manufacturing, compared with 1.7% for the entire private sector in Massachusetts. That's a staggeringly high number. Now, part of that is due to the fact of just kind of a mathematical fluke, which is if you have a very low productivity business that goes out of business and nothing else happens, manufacturing productivity will go up. But we'd lost most of those companies already, so most of this is actually real manufacturing. Another major fact that we found, which is really fascinating, is remember I told you we were the sixth largest employer? That's true. But manufacturing is the second largest payroll in the state, because its average salary and wage is $75,000. So while there are more people in education, and there's 90,000 more people in retail trade, payroll is only second to healthcare. Healthcare is about 15% of total payroll in Massachusetts, the whole healthcare sector. But manufacturing is 10% of the payroll in the state. No one knows that. Okay? The other thing, as I was saying, this is also providing good job opportunities for new folks who are coming to the Commonwealth. A quarter of this workforce are foreign-born. Right? Very much like it was true when my grandmother came to the United States, and she was a garment worker on the Lower East Side of New York.